Hey everybody, we're back. Andy's just sorting something out. I got a donation off Mike as well. Thanks, Mike. We get some baby stuff with that. And I just wanted to say while Andy's away, thanks for everybody who sent messages about Emma. Thanks for everybody who sent any sort of, thank you and congratulations, that kind of thing. I was really trying to keep you guys updated without spending time on my phone. We did all these breastfeeding classes and stuff where it was like, don't play with your phone. Do not play with your phone. Whatever you do, don't play with your phone. It's going to really annoy you. So I was trying to keep you guys updated, and that's what I was doing. I was trying to send pictures and stuff. And it's really hard because the only time he's awake is when he's breastfeeding. So there's very few pictures of my son that don't involve a nipple. It's kind of inappropriate. You know what I mean? Kind of inappropriate. We just got really freaked out as well, by the way.
That's why we turned the mic off.
Yeah, you might be wondering why we turned the mic off in part one there. And while we were sat here, our web chat window opened a new window.
Well, before that, it typed in chat Razor Tiamat by Preach.
Yeah, so I thought it was Delore on my account doing some moderation. So it typed Razor Tiamat in chat, and you said, why has it done that? And I assumed it was because Delore was logged in or something, so it's no big deal. And we were sat here, we're talking to you guys, and we're reloading chat, which we'll have to do again, I guess. And suddenly Google opened, and it typed Ghost Condom Head Inc. And
that freaked me out.
It freaked you out because it's obviously thought someone remote dialed into the chat or onto the PC and was actually trying to troll us, hacked into my computers, and done something to it. But then, so we were just talking then because we were a little bit weirded out. It's like, and I was like, I've never written Ghost Condom Head. I swear, dude, I've never written that because we've had some problems with the keyboard recently, which we tried to fix. But I tell you what, trying to get a case off a Razer Black Widow, nope. And we thought we've never. Why would anybody? Has it picked up from the chat? Has it picked up some data from the hard drive? What's it done there? And then you're like, well, it opened Google. I mean, what the fuck? And then we remembered we have said Ghost Condom Head Inc. when we showed the wrestling video.
Yeah, we put the wrestling
video.
video. There's a part where I actually explode a condom on my head, and I typed in Ghost Condom Head Inc. And then thinking back, when I got my Razer Tiamat headset, someone asked me in the stream the same night, what was the new headset that you got? And I typed in Razer Tiamat. So the keyboard must be storing data on things that we are searching. I have a feeling,
and I'm really pissed off about it because it's an expensive keyboard, that there's probably some monster in there somewhere.
There is a monster in there somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to take the case off to clean it up and stuff, but
I was legit freaked out.
Yeah, that was weird, man. That was totally weird. Can I ask how your Tiamat is? Are you happy with it?
I am, but at the minute, no, I love it. I absolutely love it. The feel of it. I mean,
is it not too big?
The two negatives that I've got with that Tiamat is, one, it's too good for the sound card on my PC, so I need to sort that out. The standard sound card in my PC is Bobbins. It always has been. I've never plugged anything in the actual sound card. So I need to get a new sound card. The only other thing is, it's that good at exterior noise elimination that, when I'm speaking in the stream at night, it's 2 in the morning on a weeknight. I'm streaming, I'm playing League of Legends. I'll start laughing, but I'll laugh louder because I can't hear my own voice and stuff like that. And when you get headphones on, you listen to music, and someone says, "Are you alright?" And you go, "What?"
Oh, right, okay.
So then it's not until the point that Suzanne's actually behind me, smacking me on the head, saying, "Keep your voice down." It's so... you cannot hear a thing. It cups your ears perfectly, and it just cuts any noise out from the exterior sound. Man. It's awesome, is what it is.
Oh, we got a donation as well. Thanks, guys. Gerardo, you have the fucking
That is
best
the best name I've ever heard.
Dude.
EU.
You should just be walking around with that on your forehead.
Every footstep he puts on the pavement, there are dollar bills underneath it.
Dollar bills underneath it. And I promise, we're back on track with videos and stuff.
Yes.
It's actually funny. I was trying to say to you how I'm doing videos now, because I had that horrible period where I was away. And I can only... because I can't feed him, which I've got to say is actually really upsetting. Not being able to take the pressure off Emery a little bit.
Yeah.
Because there is nothing you can do. If you've got a child who's being breastfed, which is actually a rarity, we were told, in the UK.
You are joking.
No, in the UK it's a real rarity. Usually people do it for 1 or 2 days and then give up because your nipples go quite sore.
Right.
They promise you it doesn't hurt. Fucking does, right? So your nipples then get used to it. So Emma's starting to come away from the painful bit and starting to get really good at it. But she was really upset. Her nipples were bleeding at one point.
Jesus.
Yeah. So it's like a tough thing. But as a guy, as a dad, you can't do anything.
No, you can't.
So I take him, as soon as he goes to sleep or something like that, I'll take him away from Emma so she can get some sleep. Because he eats every hour to an hour and a half. And she has to be awake.
Mm-hmm.
So she can't get more than an hour and a half sleep. And you want her to, because grouchy as fuck. Grouchy's a motherfucker. And so I was like trying to take the pressure off. But when he starts crying and he's hungry, because he does this guppy fish thing, he's like, I want nipple.
I was just saying then, like, because I had him on my knee before the stream and stuff like that, and I had him on my arm, the second his head touched my arm, he turned inwards to my chest.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I tell you, I was topless this morning.
Where's the fucking nipple?
I was topless this morning. I've got a hairy chest. And Emma woke me up. Because I've been staying in here. This is my bedroom right now, which is cool as fuck, by the way, as a guy. It's like cool as shit. So I have him asleep on me until he wakes up. And then I take him in there and I have to wake Emma up, which is fucking shit. And this morning she woke me up. She's like, I need you to take you for a bit. I'm really tired. It was like 7, something like that. And I went to sleep about 2, half 3. And I put him on my chest. I was like, yeah, cool, put him on my chest. And he was asleep. And then suddenly he's like... And he was holding me like a horse. And he was like... pulling my chest hair out. I was like, oh my god. You like really hurts. And then suddenly, because I was like topless, he like reached towards my nipple. And I went, nope. Put him down. I was like, that ain't happening. I put my t-shirt on and I was like, son, love you, man. You're not going to try and put your mouth on my nipple because that's just fucked up. But
Peter Griffin.
Yeah, man, totally. But he's done some hilarious stuff like peed all over himself, which is well funny, by the way, because you can't help it, he's a baby, right? So, it's gross, but anybody who's been a parent, you've seen some of the things. Oh, you might not because Ava's a girl, but obviously he's got a dick. So, take his nappy off as he's had a shit or whatever, and you're wiping his ass down and stuff, which is no big deal, actually. I thought it was going to be more of a big deal, but you change your nappy 15 times a day, something like that, so you're very quickly used to it. And he's got his dick there, like, and he's like wiping his legs and stuff, and then just suddenly,
oh, no.
like peed all over his own face. And I'm going, like trying to cover it, and he peed all over the midwife and stuff, like right in her chest, when she was like showing us how to change a nappy, which we'd already done, but they have to do these things before they release you. And she's like, oh, let me show you how to change a nappy. She took his nappy off, and he just went. She's like, oh god, like that, and he's like, damn, son, fucking brilliant. I love it, absolutely love it. Oh, Mathis,
is that how you say that name?
Yeah, thanks, Mathis, man.
Mathis, mate. That reminds me of,
dude,
mate.
You're fucking awesome, dude.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's not tell Emma. I'm only kidding.
She's getting the pop up as well. She's like, could you?
No, she wants. I gotta say, get baby preparation is like the biggest waste of time ever. I think.
What do you mean?
Getting all the stuff that you get for preparing for the baby is like a total waste of time, because even though we knew he was a boy, you don't know if his clothes are going to fit or anything. So we had so many clothes. No.
Preparation for a baby, that's such a bad, like, no, clothes or anything like that. You can't prep for clothes like that. You cannot prep
anything you actually need, you can buy in about 10 minutes.
Well, that's it. But the thing is, like when Ava was born, because we knew that we don't know how big she's going to be, how small she's going to be. There's always that chance that it's not a girl. I mean, we didn't actually find out.
I don't know how you did that, man.
I had the opportunity as well to find out, but you know what? This is harsh. I think I told you this in the past. If you go for is it 21-week scan? 28-week scan where they can actually specify the sex of the baby. It's got to be under the mother's consent.
Yes.
Purely because it's obvious proof that it's the mother's baby, but technically it's not.
It was genuinely annoying that
it's the father's.
Yeah. It was actually weird in hospital. I was there must have been 60 rooms for giving the delivery unit, which is the bit after you have a baby. It's a brilliant hospital. You come to see the hospital. It's a really lovely hospital.
It's well nice. It's like a holiday place.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really good. And we were just playing with the on-demand movies because we had touchscreen pads. And I got to say, I probably saw 2 other dads there. That really made me sad, man. That's awful. Yeah, I mean, I was there a lot.
Yeah.
And most of the time, there was no other men there at all. And then there was occasionally another guy would come in for a few minutes and then leave and all that kind of stuff. And it was really sad. I mean, even when Emma went into labour, which I totally goofed up, by the way, I've got to say, because she kept having scares that she was having a baby. And we'd only done one false visit. But it's kind of annoying because she's like, I don't know if I'm in labour, I may be in labour. And then the first time you're ready and you missed her on the fucking case, I've got everything in the car, well, boom, we're there. And then it's like, yeah, you're not in labour. But you're still up there for like 4 to 6 hours because they check all the baby and stuff. And it's the middle of the night. So it was about 2 a.m, I want to say. Emma woke me up. She's like, I think I'm in labour. And I was like, this had been the 4th sort of night in the row that she maybe kind of went into labour. She wasn't sure. And I was like, So I'm just thinking, well, that's it till tomorrow morning. And I went in, and then when she said she's actually in labour, I was like, I haven't left keys to let Ben out. I haven't done this. I haven't done that. And it was like I had all the stuff
it's
with
like
me.
the woman who cried labour.
Yeah, I said there's a boy who cried wolf syndrome going on here, and I really panicked. And it was always in the back of my mind, as stupid as it was, while it was all going on, is that I've left Ben for 20 hours or something. Audrey, you lovely lady. Thank you, Audrey.
Audrey.
Oh,
Audrey.
Thank you.
That sounds very
Thank
posh.
you so much.
Posh, mate.
Thank you.
Think it sounds posh?
I do think it sounds
Audrey.
posh. Oh man.
I think she's tipping him when you
he's going to have a good day tomorrow.
She's going to tip a martini like that, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to spoil it a little bit in the first few
Nice, man. Yeah, you should do.
And I left bed for 20 hours, and I phoned you when I was on the way home. In fact, I texted you to say that baby was coming. You were one of the only people who knew. We kept it secret, and thank God, because it went 15 hours and we ended up in surgery. If we would have told people, like when I told you, God knows what would have happened. People have been in the hospital causing all sorts of shit. And I was on the way home and I was tired. I think I spoke to you. And I was like, I left Ben for 20 hours. I think my house is going to be wrecked. Not a thing. What a champ. What a champ.
Didn't even do anything in the house,
didn't even do anything. Just went to the door, went out, had a piss, come in and just wanted hugs and cuddles because he hadn't seen us for so long. So I was like totally relaxed. But while the pregnancy was going on, because the early days, it's going to last like 7 hours or something before anything happens. I'm like, it's in the back of my mind and all that, and you can't go anywhere. Tell you what though, yeah, water birth is fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, in a swimming pool and all that. Anyway, let's not talk too much about that, I guess, because it'll get really gross. Robert, oh, I know who you are, Rob. Thanks, man. Thanks, dude. Rob's so a long-time viewer, man. Thanks, dude. I saw your congratulations as well. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. So did Emma. Emma was reading all your Facebook comments and stuff, which was cool. She really liked it. It's like 1,000 people commented on that. Which was cool as shit, right? Yeah, like 1,000 people were like, congratulations. And then people were like, how's Emma? And she was reading it. And I just was like so distracted that I didn't reply. And then I was like, no, Emma's fine. It's all good. She's fine.
You know what got me? And it's a gripe this. And obviously, I don't think you'll be in the same boat as me. But I looked at that. Like, you sent me the picture. Then you put the picture on Facebook. I thought, mint. And everyone's so congratulative. And it was just comment after comment. Congratulations. Hope everyone's well. Congratulations. It was just bang, 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 bang. When's the Paladin video out? It's like,
people will be people, man.
Come on.
Oh, that brings me on to the LFR. Dude.
Oh, yeah, told me about
fucking lost my mind in LFR. I'm not going to be the guy who says that, is it just me? Is it? Or has LFR got worse? No, it's not. But doing all the guides again has been, one, really refreshing because we kind of taken a break from WoW a little bit. Not actually a break, but from making guides, I haven't really had to make any because nothing changed. So I hadn't had that thing where I'm like forced or pushed to play every spec again. And so people have been like trying to guess what videos are coming on, especially those on Real ID and those in Stark Industries. And Stark Industries, by the way, is doing fucking really well. And they're a 25-man guild now. You guys are kicking ass in Stark Industries because I think they've killed Garrosh. They're doing heroic modes already. Just imagine, I mean, that is the best thing ever. Can I just say some of the amazing things that happened while I was kind of away with this whole baby thing? Is I got so many of you who had the opportunity for the first time ever on Progress to go from being like mid-level or low-level players and have now claimed many world firsts. You guys are fucking amazing, and you put a smile on my face like nothing else. There's something about a congratulations and stuff, but that's like so rewarding for me that my work paid off in such a way is that you got the feeling that I had when I got my world first DPS, and I saw that #1 in my name, fuck everybody else. There it is in black and white. You did it, and so many of you. I got like say 6 or 7 people got world first on Progress when it matters. Before all the gear cheesing comes in, before all the stupid strategies come in, this is when it counts. This is the Progress fight. This is when everybody's trying. There's no fucking cheesing or any screw over going on or anything like that. And so many of you just sent me like, I just want to share this picture with you. And it was world first and stuff like that. And I just thought to myself, that is fucking awesome. It's so good that you got that opportunity. And I'm really proud of you. And then Vanish was updating me on Skype. I couldn't get to reply, which is really sad, because I was generally turning it on at like 2 in the morning, something like that, just to check my emails and reply, because I still had business stuff to do, although I wasn't making content at the time. And I just got this message saying, Stark's now 9 out of 14, 10 out of 14, 11 out of 14, 12 out of 14. I was starting heroic modes, and I'm just like, you guys have come such a long way, because nearly everybody in Stark wasn't a raider, in any fashion at all, and have been rejected by everybody, from the gear score assholes, the item level link achieve motherfuckers, And they all came to Stark just from something you started. I did not start Stark. It was your baby. You fucking started it. Full credit to Mr. Ghost. And there was like so many people there, and they're all just getting on with it. And he was asking me about the 25 to 10 transition. Some people weren't happy with it at first. A lot of people really fearful, I think, of the competition because it's very good to be a mid-level DPSer when you're the only class.
Yeah.
Right? Not taking anything away from anybody, but then you bring in 3 mages, 3 rogues, and suddenly you're the worst rogue. People not really happy with that kind of transition, or the worst hunter and all that. And getting used to that kind of environment where straight up there's somebody to beat. And that's a big thing in raiding, is there's somebody to beat. And he's like, the transition's been pretty difficult. Do you think I need officers and stuff like that? I'm like, look, some people are going to leave. That's just the way it is. Don't beat yourself up about it, man, at all. And Vanish is guild master, I believe, now, and the raid leader, and he's taken it. He's fucking ran with it. And now those guys are raiding all the time. They're claiming top level realm kills. Fucking amazing. So I was so pleased over that. Because like a joke, I gotta say, my patch experience in WoW is bullshit. Absolute bullshit. If I would have been raiding right now, let's say I was still in Method, ready for Siege of Orgrimmar, baby comes. Literally the week of heroic mode.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Absolute clown shoes. In Sunwell? What happened in Sunwell? Do you remember? Sunwell was the biggest thing in TBC for when I was at, I would say, my peak raiding performance, when I was absolutely engrossed in the game so much that I was making real life sacrifices to raid. Week of Sunwell, my account got hacked. I didn't even get to play my warrior in the Sunwell. I had to play somebody else's account. And I remember having to be there, sat there like, I'm the biggest letdown in history. And then my account got fucking locked this week. So even if I had the baby, I was like, oh, I've had the baby, I'll come back again raid. Oh, no, sorry, you haven't even got a WoW account. And I was just like, you motherfucker, my patch history in WoW is bullshit. Anyway, the LFR.
Yeah, go for it.
So, I'm like, right, I need to film this, and people are trying to guess it and stuff. And what I've been doing is when I've had a couple of hours free, is playing all sorts of different characters and specs, recording it all.
Yeah.
So I could just edit it together when I've got free time. That was my plan. So people saw me on my druids, people saw me on my monk, people saw me on my hunter, my rogue. And I'm doing all this kind of stuff. And I had to do a lot of LFR. I just lost it a couple of times. And I said in the vlog one, I was doing the Prot Paladin video, and I couldn't tank anything. And it was driving me crazy. All I could get was trash tanking, because I would be so fast and so far ahead of other people, and there's no AoE taunts, that nobody could beat me. Right? So trash. I was the king of the trash. Get to the boss, I pull, taunt. And I'm like, fine, no problem. Do something else. Taunt. And like there's Horadon, I don't know if you've done Horadon, but there's a tank swap on there where a tank gets thrown away, the other tank takes over, and then that tank tanks it till the next throwaway, and then so on and so forth, and all that kind of shit. Nope. Guy gets thrown away, runs back, taunts. And I had almost like 4 hours of footage on my Brewmaster and my Pally of me just watching the boss be tanked by somebody else. And I'm trying to just make a video of me tanking, and it's fucking impossible. And it was making me so angry. And I said in the vlog, in the worst one, it was Horadon. Horadon has a tank swap in ads. And this monk who was so shit. I mean, outrageously bad. He was awful. And I didn't mind because I was tanking most of it. But he was, this, you know, the most dangerous thing in the world is not somebody who doesn't know anything. It's somebody who knows a little bit of something and thinks they know everything. That's the worst. So this guy knew that a Paladin tank could solo tank Horadon by bopping himself, basically, on cooldown and removing it quickly. So he was like, I'll take all ads, which he didn't, because he sucks. And I was like, no, I said, we need to tank swap. And he's like, no, you can tank it solo. So I know I can tank it solo, but I need footage of tanking the ads. I didn't say it. I said, but I want to tank the ads as well. I don't just want to tank the boss. And he's like, oh, okay. And didn't taunt off me for 2 doors. You guys will know what you mean. And so, 2 fucking doors, the guy didn't taunt off me. I'm like, taunt. He's like, you can tank it solo.
Yeah.
And by this time, ads are everywhere. It's like a fucking circus. I'm like, suck. Just taunt the fucking boss. This thing can't kill you anyway. And he's like, all stam-gemmed monk, which you guys know is fucking atrocious. So he's like, I've got 1 billion HP, mate. I'm fucking awesome. Not tanking a damn thing. So I'm just like, please taunt the boss. So he taunts it, gets 2 stacks, and starts spamming in caps. Take it off me, take it off me, take it off me. Bear in mind, you can probably take 11 stacks easily in shit gear of Horadon LFR. It's crap. And he's like, taunt, please. And then the healers are like, taunt off him, because they just assume, like most people in LFR, they see something, it's just like, oh, he must be right.
Yeah.
Because he's spamming. And then people who spam are correct. And that's just science. So all the healers are like, you better taunt off him quick, because he's about to die. I was like, dude, you're fine until at least the next door. Just let me get this one fucking clip of me tanking it. So he runs over, drags a giant ass fucking dino boss, like fucking Grimlock, over to the fucking door and starts taunting ads off me while swiping the raid and all sorts of shit. And he's spamming insane taunt. I was just like, I'm leaving the fucking raid. I just left, and I've no doubt those guys were wiped, and I'm sorry for everyone else, but I was so angry. And I've had moments like that all the time, like continuously, where I just cannot get what I'm trying to get because people are just so fucking bad. And then it got to the point where it got so aggravated that the stupid things annoyed me, like people just AFKing as soon as they came into the dungeon, and they're just AFK. So they've like gone, yeah, enter AFK for like all the instance, and they might be bots, they might be whatever, but I was so angry. I'm looking at the map and there's like 7 people stood at the door or on stairs or something, and I was getting really angry, and it was driving me fucking mental. And then I was doing really well, and then on DPSs the worst happened. Tanks just wouldn't pick anything up, so an ad would spawn and I'd be like, oh, there's an ad, dot on it, dead. Great, I've got a great video of me being dead, stood near the tank, who can't see the giant ass fucking mob next to him, and it's just running around killing people, and I'm just like, this is bullshit. It's so hard to get good footage, and sometimes you get a sweet LFR on, there's no doubt, but god damn, I've been so angry recently. I fucking hate
That's what LFR does, mate.
LFR is one. I mean, anyway, if you do the LFR Siege of Orgrimmar, wow, it's not funny. It ain't funny, man. There's some bad shit going on in there, especially because it's the first week, you know. And I think the only restriction is like 496 iron level, which is really low. It's stupidly low, crappy gear. Anyone can get in, and nobody's like learnt the boss yet, which I'm fine with, except you've got them smug cunts who have been farming normal mode and killed 3 out of fucking 14, who know it all, and everybody's a noob. And I'm fine because it's LFR. You'd be fucking hard pressed to get me killed in LFR, really. You know what I mean? Even if I've never seen the boss before, I'm probably going to be fine. But bullying, just atrocious community that's like ripping at each other's throats because, and then it's worth inspecting these people who are mouthing off so much, and they've got nothing. And you've clearly done this boss once, maybe twice or something, and you haven't done anything else at all. And now you're God's gift to the LFR. Oh, it made me sick. So I'm like, I don't want to hide the chat. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to hide the chat in my videos because it's a lot of fun sometimes. Some fun shit goes on there. I can make a bit of a mock out of it. And plus, if I read something hilarious, that's all part of the video. Oh, the community
See, mate,
kills each other.
That's why you need to play LOL first.
Oh, fuck LOL.
Because you are just basically exposed with like no protection to the sun to the most toxic community.
Oh, nobody's blasting me. It's just being seen how
it's not
these
directed at
people
you.
are.
It's just watching these people, even if it's not directed at you, and it's just like this is rock bottom of a community.
Oh, it's horrible, man.
But
the WoW community.
that's what I mean. That's the thing, though.
So
WoW community,
bad.
I can guarantee without even a shadow of a doubt that community wasn't even half that bad before LFR. You put people into a raid with people who've never met before, you're going to get such a power struggle and an ego struggle.
Yeah,
that's
anonymity
going to
plus
happen.
ego is horrible.
Exactly.
So fucking atrocious.
It's going to happen.
It was sickening. Absolutely sickening.
Exactly.
So I had to take a break from it. Which then brings us to a guest, The Last of Us, which is old news now, but we always are years behind, which is hence the name of the series. And I said it was a month ago?
Yep.
It was probably a web show a month ago, right?
Yep.
I bought The Last of Us and was really excited. I made the stupid mistake, which I swear I will never ever do, and then do it anyways, fall on the hype train. This game is amazing. I'm going to play it. And I said on the web show, like, so far I wasn't impressed. It had some real faults with it, which were annoying me, the gameplay and certain aspects of the story. But I said to you multiple times, I think the story might pay off in the end. So I'm going to go back to it. I didn't pick it up again for 2 weeks, and that was because I had no interest in playing the game, which kind of says a lot. The point at which you came around on the Saturday of the web show when I was playing it, that was the last time I touched it. So I said to you this week, I managed to get Modern Warfare 3, which I still haven't played, and Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. I got free as well. I got a code. I think someone bought a new graphics card and sent me a code for Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, and you said it was really good. So I had Last of Us, Modern Warfare 3 and Blood Dragon waiting to play. But I also had the guides to do and all this kind of stuff. So I was like, I want to finish one before I do the others. So I'm going to force myself to play The Last of Us again. Because it might get really good. I'm not disputing it. It might get really good. So, yesterday, Emma went to sleep. Max was asleep. And I couldn't come in here. Because it was too fucking hot. And I thought, right, I'll go downstairs. My PlayStation's downstairs. It's set up down there. So I thought, I'll go and play The Last of Us. And I went to do it.
This was today, wasn't it?
No, this is yesterday. I went to do it. Motherfucker, if my pad wasn't charged. And my PlayStation is so far away from the TV, there's no way I can play with the pad.
With the wire.
Yeah, I can't do that. So I plugged the pad in and it wasn't charging. So I was like, oh, someone's broke me pad. Ben ate the last one, as you know. Ben ate the last pad. It's probably under there somewhere. So I was like, well, I can't play it, bastard. Plugged it in, eventually wiggled the wire and I thought, oh, it's just kind of loose, it's kind of loose, so I'll just plug it in and eventually it started charging. So I was like, I'll play it tomorrow sometime. And today, I went to play it. Fucking, it's not the pad that is broken. It's not the wire that's broken. PlayStation 3 completely fucked. And now I can't even finish the game if I want to. My PlayStation is totally bollocks. But I'd probably be able to fix it and take it apart. But god damn, man. I can't, and now I really want to play it. Because I can't. I really want to play it, which is fucking such a pain in the ass, man. What an unbelievable situation, I tell you. I know people are going to go, it's a really good game. And that's where people come in and go, you're missing out. You're missing out.
Ooh, what a sucker.
I just noticed now, I got another donation.
You got 3.
Of Sam, Christian, Stefan. Bros, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you, man. I'm just going to treat the baby. That's all I'm going to do, guys. I really am. You guys have been so generous. I'm just going to treat him. I'm not going to go overboard, though. Shopping for baby stuff is fucking horrific, by the way.
Oh, is it?
I am never taking my son to Babies R Us or Toys R Us. Because there are toys in there that I would give my left arm to buy. Yeah. I almost bought you the...
Don't even finish that sentence. Do not finish that fucking sentence. Do you know what? There is someone else... Right, and it's Suzanne. I wasn't going to say it first, but it's Suzanne. Suzanne came home from work on Friday and said, because she's an account manager for a catalogue thing, and it's probably nothing to most people, and she's doing it. But basically, there's a catalogue brand which this company gets discount from, like big like 50% off, 75% off, and she came in on Friday and she goes, "Oh, I almost got you something from this catalogue today." I can't really say the brand. And I was like, all right, because I thought it was going to be something just, it's a t-shirt or something. All right, okay, what was it? She goes, it was a onesie, but it was in Wolverine's outfit. And then I sat there and I was playing it was an adult-sized onesie with a hood that you put up and it's got the Wolverine thing on it. And I sat there and I was playing Skyrim and I had one headphone off the Tiamat, obviously, or else she wouldn't have existed if I had both headphones on. And she went, I almost got you this Wolverine adult onesie. I just paused the game and I just span around so slowly in my chair because I was trying to think of the right way to approach my response to her. And then I just went, why didn't you? But like, my eyes were like bleeding to fall out of my head. It was just, why didn't you? She goes, I didn't think you'd wear it. But motherfucker, I'd wear it to work. I almost got you this, but I didn't. You can't do that. It's fucking torture because I know exactly what you mean in Toys R Us. Every birthday, every Christmas, you go in there. Like, I can always, what I always, like, my mind's anchored to when I was a kid. When I got my Christmas money or birthday money, Judge Dredd came out on the Mega Drive.
Nice.
Now, I went to Toys R Us to buy Judge Dredd with my dad on the Mega Drive, but walk into the games section, which is probably the furthest section away from the door, where you walk past everything, and you think, do you know what? I really didn't get spoiled for Christmas, looking at all this cool shit, and then I get Judge Dredd. It's like, I really want to play this, but you know what? I wish I had better parents.
Oh, no.
But no, it's just...
That's horrible.
There's things that you don't even think about that are there. I mean, Jesus Christ, I mean... You're 30, I'm nearly 30, and I'm looking in there, Toys R Us, like, obviously I went at Christmas, I've been a couple of times with Ava, like, we took her the other week because she started using the toilet now.
Badass. So
we took her to get a gift, and I'm walking through and thinking, fuck.
It's ridiculous.
I want to spend my money
Lego
on
especially.
this.
Lego is insane.
Oh my god.
Lego is absolutely crazy right now. I just like Dark Knight Rises Lego and...
Yeah, you can get the tumbler in Lego.
That's what I was saying. I was going to get the tumbler. to get that, or like an Iron Man model or something. But I thought, it's just going to sit here and not do anything. So I was like, no, he's not going to get it. And everyone would have killed me. I walked through Toys R Us, so I was like, this isn't for kids, this is for me.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
of these things. Do you know how big a Halo section is?
Yeah.
Holy God, the amount of Halo merch.
Lego, Duplo, create your own, blah, blah, blah. Yeah,
that is insane how they have an entire section of this
massive
mega
franchise.
store for Halo.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it, I'm like, that is crazy. That is absolutely crazy how much fucking Halo
How
stuff
big
there
it is in
is.
the franchises.
Because Halo ain't very good.
I can agree with you.
It's just not that good. Maybe with the new Steam gamepad,
It
FPS
looks
will
like
be the
a
next
boombox.
I'm not going to mock the Steam gamepad, but I couldn't care less.
The look, yeah, well, that's it.
I was telling you, yeah, we were talking about it
Your
before.
big reveal is a gamepad. Come on, mate. There's so many things. In fact, there isn't. There is about 3 things.
If I was to sum up how many things I would prefer to see, there's 3
things
things I would prefer to see.
that they know their entire audience, or anyone who knows who Valve or Steam is, wants to see. We've got a big announcement coming up. It's coming. It's going to be revolutionary. It's a fucking gamepad.
It's a good gamepad. It ain't revolutionary. I mean, there's only so far you can go with a gamepad.
Is it sensory?
Yeah, it's it begins with an F. Oh, haptic, I should say. Haptic feedback. It's going to be really good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to slag it off.
Have you seen where the 4
really
buttons are,
innovative.
though?
Well, no, the buttons are actually the pad, and they're extra buttons, like quick save and stuff like that. But the actual pads, because it's left and right-handed, you can swap it. That's the point. So
even left-handed people use the pad left-handed.
Well, apparently not in Valve's world. So the right pad is the buttons,
Yeah.
and the other pad is this one. So there's no D-pad. It's just the circle, and then you've got the extra buttons, which are like these select and start. That's what them 4 buttons are.
Yeah, but I can guarantee there is no one in the world. Pass me that pad. There is no one in the world, and I'm speaking as emperor of the left-handed people, that sees this pad
What
and
a
thinks,
claim.
you know what? Yeah, I am. You know what? This is bullshit. These buttons should be over here. No one said that. Do you know why? Because it is now coded into my DNA that this is how I hold a pad. These are where I press the buttons.
It's going to be more accurate and stuff, but it's a disappointing reveal. I mean, it's going to be a
Yeah,
great
it is.
gamepad. It might even be the gamepad you should get,
You know what they should have
but
revealed?
I don't care.
A bodysuit that syncs in with the Oculus Rift
Oh,
so that you can pawn.
I don't think I've ever been more excited than the imagination that's run wild with me than the Oculus Rift. I'm serious. The second that thing is available to buy, I'm buying it. Because I was just thinking about the stuff that may happen. It's not even announced. But I just had the idea, I was talking to you, as a mega nerd, especially a big sci-fi nerd, I might have the opportunity to almost walk through a Stargate via the Oculus Rift.
Or the Enterprise bridge.
Or just sit on the captain's chair of the Enterprise and look around and be on the bridge and physically move around the ship and investigate stuff. And that, for me, is so good that I just want to be a part of that. Just to even say that I'm actually like putting my head through something instead of it being on a screen. Because we recently played, didn't we, the Star Trek game.
See, now you mock this, right?
Oh, come on, it's a bad game.
Yeah, but
We had fun because it was us.
Because
but,
we
yeah.
made it fun.
Yeah,
That's
we made
why.
it fun, but it's
Everyone-
a terrible fucking game.
Everyone in that game, the Star Trek co-op game where you have a Kirk or Spock, everybody, ally, friendly, scenery, got tricorded.
Oh, they got scanned to fuck.
They did.
Hot ladies
Up
got a
and
double
down,
scanning.
left and right, mate.
And then we did the I don't know the technical term. I'd have to check the Urban Dictionary. But we did butthole front lick on certain ladies because you can crouch, can't you? So at one point it's like a really important cutscene. It's like the planet's falling apart. I'm in her ass cheeks and you're at the front.
Oh yeah, it was a full analysis.
Yeah, it's a terrible game, but we had fun with that. But that's what those games are now, is stuff like that. But with an Oculus Rift, I mean, even the game that's being developed now, I saw a preview of the game, which is just so far it's a valley, but it's almost cinema quality valley that you can just fly around above the. You can go up
That's
into
cool.
the sky. You can just fly
That's
around
cool
into a
shit.
valley and swoop down, and you can be looking around. And every expansion they're going to do for it is like we're going to add a city. We're gonna just fly through the buildings
That's cool
and
shit.
just be Neo.
It's basically exactly.
That is just like
It's
I
like
want that in
that-
my
it's
life.
like that-
I would have a fan.
It's like PS Home, but with a reason.
Oh, I'm just so excited for it because I've tried VR in the past and it was horrible. It was the most disgusting experience ever. And it's like most things, like cloud gaming is probably going to suck because its technology's not there right now. Like they release it, it's like, oh, we got this idea like streaming games. It still sucks because they had that thing. I forget the company that tried it. I want to call it Honor, something like that, where they would have all the games and you play it on their service. So you could have a potato PC, but the game plays on their service and streams it back to you. So in fact, you're just playing a video as far as your PC cares. It's not processing the game. So On Live, I think it's called.
On Live it is.
Yeah, On Live. Pretty much, yeah. I think it got bought. It was like, oh, this is great, and then people were like, yeah, but it's still got input lag, so it's not great. The technology's not quite there yet.
Do you know what, mate? That is... People don't think of that as a problem, but that is a huge problem.
Oh, it's enormous.
Especially, do you know what? My first point of interest, like where my brain went to when you said that, is the Kinect. People raved about the Kinect. The first game that I played, obviously it's...
Did you own the Kinect?
Yeah, I've still got it. It's like a full body immersion thing. But there is that slight delay. Like my character's there, I'll move my hand and it'll go like that, it'll go...
Yeah, just the input lag is just too much.
Doesn't work for me.
So that tells you, people who've tried that technology, the streaming technology, are coming back and saying, yeah, it's pretty good, but there's input lag there, and that spoils the experience. Exactly. And that was like with VR. It's like, yeah, we can make a VR, but it looks like shit, and it's really slow and nasty. And then everybody went, well, I don't want it, because it's crap. Why have you released it now? And it's taken this long, which is, for me, about 20 years since I last tried VR, to make it to the point where VR might actually be the thing.
Yeah.
So when I compare it to a gamepad, there's only so far you can go with a gamepad. The next thing I'm looking forward to now has got to be VR and that total immersion experience, because the closer we move to holodecks, the better I feel about life. And if in my lifetime, because I never expected that, there's certain things I don't expect to be able to do in my lifetime, and whether or not technology gets there or not. I mean, we come really fast, I know, but to have something...
You might do, I don't.
Oh, I do. I mean, she doesn't even know I've been.
Kiss, kiss, bang, bang.
Yeah, I mean, I'm busy. And it's like, I don't think I'll ever get to experience something like a holodeck. I mean, maybe that technology will never exist, but I'm almost positive it probably won't happen in my lifetime. Yeah. Where I'll just be able to experience stupid things. Like, for me as a total sci-fi nerd, walking through a Stargate and just feeling like I'm travelling through the universe at a really high velocity, I don't think I'll be able to ever experience that, which makes me kind of like, it's kind of shitty, especially someone's into video games and stuff. But Oculus Rift or Sony's obviously jumping on board, because this seems to be the next big thing, because we've been waiting forever for the next big thing. The new consoles are already outdated by current PCs, which is really sad, I suppose. I mean, we want the consoles for the exclusives, we can make some content out of them and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we're working on the next PG video. I mean, we've got so many videos coming up. We talked about another video before, and I want the next big thing. And I see a gamepad or I mean, our PCs are plugged into the TVs anyway. I mean, this is like a 40-inch old... It's an old TV, but it's a 40-inch TV. I mean, we play Steam games on there anyway. You played Star Trek on it. So it's like the Steam box, for me, it's like, I don't really give a shit. I've got Steam on a TV anyway. I don't give a fuck. And, no, the Steam box. It's great for console users, because people who've been dead in the console world are like, well, I don't want a PC. Too scary, too expensive, blah, blah, blah. It's about time you started to... I mean, the Steam box has to come out and say, why is it better than the Xbox One and the PS4? It's because it completely shits on it. That's why. It completely fucking shits on it. The games just look so much better. I mean, you've probably had kids come around to your house, like your nephews and stuff, who look at things on your PC like Skyrim. I mean, I had the same with them as Dad, because he played Skyrim on the PS3, and he played Dead Space 3 on the PS3. And I looked at it and I was like, I could not even think about playing that game, because it looks so fucking bad. It's annoying me, because I know what that game should look like. And Skyrim on a really nice PC is just...
But do you know immense, what the beauty of that is? I mean, I'm not going to go into a massive thing about it, but even Skyrim on a PC looks beautiful. Skyrim on a PC modded is outrageous.
Yeah, and they can't have any of that. So it's about time a lot of console people said, getting into the PC world isn't an expensive habit. It's expensive if you want to be a bit of a cutting edge kind of guy. If you want a hexa-core processor and you want an NVIDIA Titan or a 9 whatever. If you want those things, yeah, it's going to cost you a lot of fucking money. You don't need that shit by any means, and it will crap all over the consoles.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Steambox for those guys, I can see the appeal completely.
We've got to look at this as well, that consoles are costing more now than a PC that will play things on a decent quality.
It's close. I mean, they do tend to sell the consoles at a loss. There's no doubt about that. I mean, I'm sure... Remember, they're not optimised yet, because it's always the old argument of what, say, Gears of War 1 looked like compared to Gears of War 3, and the optimisation that can come along. It takes years. So it's going to be a long time before we see really... I mean, that's the point. It's going to take a long time before we see really good games. I mean, we've seen the nightmare people are having with GTA 5 right now, which I'm laughing at, kind of. because I made the decision a long time ago. One, I didn't particularly like GTA 4, so I'm not that arsed about GTA 5.
Terrible.
Yeah, exactly. People are going, oh, GTA 4 was amazing. Well, not for me. I thought it was actually pretty average at best. I didn't even play a lot of it. And it's on a console, and the first thing they're saying is, don't do this, because the console cannot physically handle this game if you try and do what you want to do with it. So I'm like, I'm glad I said I'd hold on till it comes out on PC, and then maybe I'll buy it. But at first I was excited about GTA 5. But GTA 5 is one of those things that's so overhyped, I don't want to touch it. And I'm no doubt it's a brilliant game. I'm not even going to argue that the game is probably fantastic. But one, I do not want to play it on a console, and it's certainly not on a console that cannot handle the game if it's installed. Right? I just do not want to do that. If it's causing pop-up and flash, when I know that in pretty soon, let's be honest, probably at Christmas they're going to go, it's coming on PC, and you can mod the fuck out of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to wait for that when I can push it to the max and have like fucking 120 FPS with maximum detail, full anti-aliasing.
In a goddamn Iron Man armor.
Yeah, I could do all that shit and mod it and just be like, this is so, why would I even bother? And that's my kind of thinking about it. Yeah. So I'm not even doubt that 5's amazing. I'm not even going to question it. I have no doubt. But I just don't give a fuck. And I haven't missed it. I haven't thought, I wish I had GTA 5.
Same as. I mean, I do wish that I would have played it, but on the same token, I'm not like sat there thinking, oh my god, it's depressing me that I'm not playing it. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, to the point where people are going out and buying the bundles of PS3 and GTA 5, right? People are going out and buying bundles. Did you see that there was a very big company doing the PS3 GTA 5 bundle? The PS3 they bundled with it didn't have a hard drive big enough to install GTA 5 on it. Did you see that?
No.
Amazing. And people were like, they must have spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars and pounds on a PS3 gamepad GTA 5 bundled up to the door. Off I go playing it. Hard drive on the PS3 or the Xbox, whichever one it was, not big enough to even hold the game. And they couldn't play it. Fucking brilliant. Absolute gold, man. Absolute crazy, goddamn gold.
How can that be overlooked?
Because people don't care. It's like we've got all these old PS3s, all these old Xbox 360s. We just want to slap them out. I actually really like the new Xbox 360s based on the one, though. I saw them in Toys R Us today. We had to buy a swingy chair.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like a little swingy chair thing. And we had to buy one of those, so we went to Babies R Us, which is part of Toys R Us. And they've got the new Xbox 360 in there, which are based off the one, so they look similar. They're really nice, actually, the black slimline versions. I didn't realise how old my PS3 is, because it's the big fat one. And apparently that is like the oldest PS3. I've had it forever, haven't I?
No, yours is second gen, mate. Mine was first gen.
What's
do you know why I got a fuck ton of money for mine when I sold it?
Oh, I do know why.
Because
yours backwards compatible.
Backwards compatible.
Yeah, because I've got a ton of PS2 games. We can't play them. In fact, I wanted to pick up a PS2. I actually saw one and I didn't have my wallet with me for about £10.
They're
so effing cheap. Well, I want to play.
Yeah, I know you
I want to play the Path of Neo. I also want to play Marvel Ultimate Alliance with you.
Whoa.
And Metal Gear Solid.
Path of Neo is awesome.
I've played it with you before. Is it the one where you're Niobe?
No.
And Ghost?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
but
it's a good game.
Is it Niobe? You playing as Niobe?
Niobe and Ghost. I think it's their story during the Matrix trilogy.
Yes.
So you can go and drive and meet.
No, the Path of no. That was that. The Path of Neo is where you're just playing Neo.
I still kind of want to try it.
It's still good though.
I mean, it's got to be better than the Matrix MMO, right? Sick bird. Do you remember the Matrix MMO? Yeah. What's the best game you've played over the last month then? Because it's been a month since we did the web show. I gotta say, yeah, I see some people mention it earlier. I bought the Super Meat Boy hoodie. I realised yeah, it's so good. The Binding of Isaac is by far, probably by about 4 times, the most played game on my Steam collection. Like it's easily into the 160 hours or something. I've one achievement of Platinum God, which is a really hard one, so I'm struggling with that a little bit. But I didn't realise I was getting, because I don't farm achievements, but I realised I was really close to getting Platinum God. And I thought, oh, cool, I'll finish these achievements. I did the others, and then there's one left that's just really fucking hard. It's just do the depths. I think it's called Dark Boy, for those of you who know it. And so I thought, I paid £2 for the Binding of Isaac. £2.50 or something like that. And it's like the most played game on my collection. So I thought, I need to get the guy some more money, because it's ridiculous. I paid $2.50, it's the most played game I've got. So I went shopping, and all the Binding of Isaac stuff looks like death metal stuff.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, and then I saw the Super Meat Boy hoodie, I was like, yes. I mean, I've not got Super Meat Boy, I'm not interested in it really, but I thought it's the same guy, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So I bought the Super Meat Boy who did, and that's why I got it. But what a conversation starter. At the hospital, people were like, Super Meat Boy. You could see all the secret gamers, like the indie gamers. Like, even doctors were going, I know what that is. I know that is. I'm like, damn fucking straight it is. Damn fucking straight it is. So, yeah, it's really cool, man. I'm fucking chuffed with it.
Nice one, man. It's good hoodie.
Yeah, I really like it. It's actually really big. It's XL, but it's like American XL. Not that I'm
what the way that your hoodie is now is how a hoodie should be.
Well, it's comfy, I know that.
Max loves it. A bit of excess on the sleeves, mate, and a bit of room in the fucking neck.
Yeah, Max, he loves it because he can only see bright colours and stuff. So he sees me coming, and I must look like Meat Boy's coming for him. So he looks at me and goes,
holy shit.
Oh, I get tucked into that shit. That was warm, baby. That's some warm stuff. But what else have you been playing? Because I've been playing nothing.
Man, I've played so much. Oh,
what's the worst game you've played?
Scribblenauts
Unmasked.
If we're not talking, well, yeah, I mean, we've done loads of web shows since, but if we're not going to talk about Terraria, then yeah, Scribblenauts Unmasked. Yes.
What's the next one then?
What worst? I don't think I've played anything bad. I mean, I've gone back into my archive of games that I've got in bundles that I've not even tried yet. Like, I started to go through Darksiders, the first one, which is pretty retro now. Love it. Absolutely love it. It's kind of like Deadpool Devil May Cry, but a very simple version of it. Again, where you play as... The first one is you play as War, one of the 4 horsemen. It's the whole apocalypse thing, blah, 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 blah. But then something came out, and I started playing that as well. But, I mean, recently, what have I played now recently? Okay, Saints Row 4, finished that. Loved it. Absolutely loved it, Saints Row 4. Do you know what? It was like an epiphany sort of thing, because I was really pissed off. It's the same sort of argument that you can take into Grand Theft Auto. The whole radio thing, okay?
Okay.
Now, in Saints Row 4, you start off in a car, and the radio is shitty compared to 3.
Okay.
The radio in 3 is awesome. The stations are awesome. But in Saints Row 4, I thought, wow, this radio is so bad. But then it was like an hour into the game when you get your superpowers, you ain't stepping foot in a car again in that entire game. So I wasn't. I mean, that made sense to me later. And obviously, I had the dubstep gun, which is the best thing in a game. So I played that, played Scribblenauts, played Splinter Cell, and I'm doing Skyrim again for the second out of 3 times. But yeah, I think I can't even say if Splinter Cell is the best game that I've played because I'm doing all the side stuff just to unlock.
Have you not even
things.
started the campaign yet?
No.
I mean, I'm surprised you can access all the side quests immediately.
It's because it's nothing towards the main campaign of what's going on. It's like these.
So is it open world? What is it?
No. Basically, it's small offshoot situations that are going on while your main storyline's happening, so you can replay them as many times as you want as well.
Basically, are you farming?
Yes.
I'm farming.
I'm farming, but it's the way that you do it.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
like the trust in what you're doing it because Splinter Cell is obviously directly linked to stealth. Whereas, like I was saying, like Juro was built full assault, and I was stealth. Like he'd draw all the attention, and then if some straggler sort of started picking up my scent, then I've got all these gadgets like draw him off and then just like shiv him in the throat and stuff like that. And it's
Is it good co-op? Does it work?
Yeah, really
Where are you
well.
on Dead Space? You finished 1.
Finished 1, and do you know what really annoyed me? 2 was on Steam offer the other day for like £4, and it was the week before payday, and I couldn't pick it up.
Oh, you should have rang me.
No, I'm not gonna fucking get me a game, you prick.
I think I can stretch the £4. I'll do my best.
No, don't.
I'll do my best.
But like, I saw it and I thought, but then I just thought as well that, do you know what? I'm not in a rush to play this now.
Oh, but I want to co-op 3 with you.
We'll co-op 3.
Well, 3's not.
Well, let's put the
you can do
standpoint.
3 anyway.
We'll co-op 3 when we finish co-oping Star Trek. Yeah.
I've been waiting a while. But yeah, yeah. Well, I think Star Trek's the worst game I played recently, but we had a blast.
We did. It's as
fun
fun as you
make it. It's one of the
it.
things where it's a real shame we didn't stream that.
Exactly, yeah.
We were just having a blast. It was stupidity. Like,
It was.
I mean, it's got Portal built into it. Which is so weird.
Yeah, it was.
It's so weird.
Co-op
It's
Portal.
stolen so many parts of the game. Like halfway through,
What
it's
the-
like pick up this transporter gun.
Yeah. Basically, you have to tag your partner and then aim a laser at like a surface where you want your partner to land, and then they have to do the same for you. Seen it before.
It was Portal without any of the fun.
Yeah.
So
Do you know what it
shit.
was? It was what Infinite Crisis was to like League of Legends.
It's so bad, man.
So bad.
It's
Yeah.
as bad as Ben Affleck played Batman.
Why do you have to do that every time?
I'm
It's
just
out
bringing
of...
it up, man.
Dude, did we even talk about this? And I've probably taken it completely out of context, but Ben Affleck has sat down on a talk show and like
Yeah, I
talked
watched
about Right. Now, it was the quote written on the website, and I read it, and I've not seen the video, because when I read it, when I actually just reading the text, I was just like, no, that couldn't have been like that. But basically, Ben Affleck said to Zack Snyder, I'm a little seasoned to be playing Batman. You know, you got such a body who's a lot younger, a lot fitter, and more athletic. It's like, well, no, because we're going to go for an older Batman. He's more seasoned, he's more veteran, and this is perfect for you. So he's like, right, okay. And he goes, well, this is what the line was. I'm paraphrasing now, but he says, we're not going to compare it to what Christian and Chris did because those Batman films are amazing. Right? That line in itself says to me, we're making shit. We're not even going to compare it to this. Don't even put that, because those are on a pedestal now. We're just going to make something.
Don't you think the announcement was good?
Oh, dude, did I show you that video?
Yeah. The Comic-Con announcement.
If you've not watched it yet, I know that obviously it's everywhere now, but the actual announcement for Comic-Con, there is a guy, I can't remember the bloody name of the guy. He's in a... Why am I going to The Matrix? He plays Niobe's new fella in The Matrix. Got a really distinctive voice, but he basically gives a speech out on Comic-Con where it's it's in the comic books from years ago, but it's in The Dark Knight Returns, which is an animated 2-part film where Batman beats Superman, and he picks him up by the scruff and he says, I want you to remember this, I want you to reflect back at this when you're older, the one man who beat you, basically. And he reads this dialogue out, and people start getting a bit excited. You can hear people in the crowd going, no way, no, seriously, no. And the Batman symbol comes up and people start to cheer, and then a light comes behind the Batman symbol, the Superman symbol, sorry, comes down, and a light comes from behind and reveals the Batman symbol behind it, and people lose their fucking mind. I would have killed a stranger in the street to have been sat
There's
anywhere.
no way you were queuing that 6 hours or 7 hours to get in there.
Well, no, because purely because when you go there, you don't know that's going to be revealed.
I can't think of anything I want to queue 7 hours for.
Oh, I would.
I cannot think of anything.
That's the thing, though, is because you can't. You don't know what's going to come out.
No, you don't know what's going to come in
there.
But
I showed you the Loki thing, didn't I?
The Loki thing was good, but he didn't see. I mean, I thought the crowd was a bit of a letdown for that, because I love that actor, and I think he's the key. I mean, to bring that franchise together.
Yeah.
Because I said to you that I'm not a great fan of Chris Hemsworth. He's okay, but Loki.
Do you know what?
I
was saying that to Suzanne last night. I think he's a spot-on choice for Thor.
Oh, I think he plays a great Thor.
Yeah,
I just don't think he's a very good actor. Yeah, I don't.
But the whole reveal for it wasn't the Avengers. It was the Dark World, wasn't it? Thor 2. Well, basically the lights, they're talking about it, the guys in the panel, then the lights start going out, the electrics go out, and then Loki's voice comes on. He stood there in the centre of the stage with his arms open, and everyone starts chanting and cheering and going real loud, and he just goes, shh, and everyone goes silent. It's so good that a crowd would do something like that.
The most embarrassing thing I saw recently, though, was the X-Men panel.
Oh my god.
The X-Men panel, which had... who was it who didn't even get a mic? Rogue.
It was Suki. Oh, Rogue. Suki from True Blood.
Yeah, she didn't even get, but they had like...
They were going down the panel, yeah. They had like Patrick Stewart, they had... why have I lost? Oh, Hugh Jackman.
Fassbender.
They're going down the panel.
There.
McAvoy. They've all got microphones in front of them, blah, blah, blah. They got to Halle Berry, and she's got a microphone. And then the woman, I can't remember her name, who plays Rogue, I'm going to call her Suki because that's how I know her from True Blood. And she's leaning over to Halle Berry, and I'm thinking, why is she trying to get into the picture? I mean, the camera's pretty wide lens, and she's like really pushing up to Halle Berry, like... I was like, what are you doing? And then it was only a moment later that I looked down, I was like, oh my god, she's not got a microphone. No one gives a shit. Yeah.
And she's leaning over, she's going... Yeah, I'm in the movie too.
Yeah. No one gives a shit about it.
No, okay. But then Halle Berry was the most embarrassing person there because nobody cheered for her. Nobody gave a shit. Because she played a terrible Storm. I mean, there's nothing like Storm.
Yeah. Give more love to Storm.
Yeah, does Storm not get any love? And everyone went, no.
I said, you know what? Stand up, look left and look right. That's why you don't get more spotlight.
Baller of the day, the guy from Game of Thrones. Dinklage. Because they had some some real suave ass, like peppy boy, giving a big hands for come. That kind of guy who's at the mic, and he goes, Mr. Dinklage, have you ever seen anything quite like this? And Dinklage goes, yeah, yesterday at my Game of Thrones thing. go fuck yourself. And he was so good because he was like, yeah, of course, man. Are you fucking stupid? And Peter fucking Dinklage, dickface. Tyrion fucking Lannister.
But like, the crowd loved it though.
Oh, the crowd was like, does this guy even know who Dinklage is? And Dinklage just leaned back and he goes, whatever. And then those two have become a right pair, haven't they? Fucking Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen.
Oh man!
But then my picture of him feeling his ass at the Empire State Building. And all
their
that.
Pictures.
I got another donation as well, man, from fucking Ben and Rob. Cheers, guys. You're fucking awesome, man. I'm gonna write baby day tomorrow. Thank you.
Thanks,
guys.
McKellen and Patrick Stewart basically they were saw in New York and stuff, both wearing trilbies, and they just took loads of stupid pictures of random stuff they were doing, and then like people had put them on Reddit and stuff, straight to front page. Geniuses. The fact that they're having so much fun, they're just having a fucking life.
Like No Control, man. Like Wild Hogs. You ever seen that movie? It's just
yeah,
old people just having fun. Yeah. But it's like, I don't know how they've become such a pair unless they're filming the movie and they're living together while they film it, because they're cooking dinner for each other and all sorts of stuff. It's like a right little homosexual relationship they've got going on. But like McKellen's always just feeling his ass and Patrick's giving it the old eye and all that. Ooh, you cheeky monkey. And then Patrick's just got married as well, hasn't he, to that really young woman.
What, the one that does the quadruple take?
Which is a terrible video. I was not impressed by that at all.
He's spanned. What did you expect?
Yeah, it was not funny, man. It was terrible. I would love to... It's actually comes to the time I got to take over the baby. Emma's going to go to sleep at 10. So I made a promise, so I should do that. And our chat's balls. I'd like to do 10 minutes Q&A, but we actually cannot.
I question you and you answer me.
No, I'm sorry. I hate this. I hate Twitch at the moment. This is why I had to stop streaming, man. You just...
It's been terrible tonight.
Well, it drives you mad. It's really upsetting.
It annoys me that it's like there's no...
I'm sure they're going to figure it out. I have no hate towards Twitch. They're getting hammered, but...
Fuck Twitch.
You hate everybody. I
don't hate everybody.
I've seen it's like well over 1,000 people there. So thank you guys for sticking with us with not even a chat. I hope you're having a beer. I hope you're relaxing. And let's say cheers. Cheers to my new son, Mr. Max. Cheers to Ava.
How much lamb is he?
100% lamb.
All the time.
To the Steve chat, I would love... Yeah, maybe next time. Hopefully the web show is fine. We just wanted to do something. So, videos are coming out constantly now, pretty much. I'm back at home. Baby's home. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to get all the guides out, and then I'm going to get back to the big stuff. I know you guys are waiting for more Legacy.
Oh, mate.
I know you're waiting back for the Tip 5s and another PG video, because it's been so long.
We need to do it, man, because I need to release the
props.
Yes!
We got props for the latest PG video.
It's sat there in my bedroom, like the back cowl.
I know it's driving you mad. But we should have made 2 or 3 before we started.
Do you know what, mate?
But there you go.
Do you know my League of Legends video that I put on my channel?
Oh, yeah.
I got so much spam from that, so I couldn't fucking believe it at first. But I saw you put a video out. Already made 10p, mate.
What, monetization?
Up top. 10p, mate.
The cash is flowing now, man. The cash you'll pay for yourself soon.
That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah. Dailies. I'm going to give myself another week just while I get into a routine with Max, because he's still settling down and all that kind of stuff. And then dailies should start again. I'm pretty sure a week on Monday. The dailies will be back, because God knows I missed them. I wanted to rant about so much stuff in WoW. I had all this built-up tension. Especially if anybody saw the Monk gameplay video, which started off as my usual kind of guide quality stuff, and then quickly deteriorated into me losing my mind at terrible people. So, drama time. I've got a big wedge of drama stories as well to get through. So I'll probably do something like daily to get back into the routine, a week on Monday, and we'll probably have a couple of drama days. I want to do the workshop again, especially now the new content's out. Need to get the workshops going again, because classes have changed. I've got to do all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to be blasting guides at you. Mix them in with a couple of things. We've got
right in the ass.
Yeah, and we'll hopefully have a PG video out for you in a week or so's time. We're going to be filming on Thursday.
I think it's going to take longer than a week, but we are going to get it out.
Yeah, we're going to film on Thursday, and then touch-ups and stuff, and then maybe reshoots next Thursday. We'll get it done. We'll be back with you.
Do you know what I need for our next video, mate?
What do you need?
Night vision goggles.
Okay. I think you need to submit a request to the senior VP.
Shit.
Thanks for everybody for tuning in. I'm sorry there's no chat. There's nothing we can do about it. Thanks for everybody who donated. I'm just gonna throw it at Max. I hope you're okay with that. I'm just gonna have a good time and treat him a little bit, and treat Emma as well, because she's had a rough time being in hospital. There's nothing.
Got her some pink champagne, mate.
You did. You got her a nice bottle of champagne. She was in hospital for a week, which was no fun. It was no fun after just having a baby. But it was. We're here. We're back. Family's together, and he's just growing and shit and stuff like that. So thanks, guys. I will see you soon, and videos coming out.
And I'll see you in about 20 minutes.
You're streaming tonight.
I'm going to stream tonight, but if there is, because I had a plan, Basically, I got when you get a certain amount of referrals on League of Legends, they give you free shit.
Okay.
And I got to the point where it gave me some RP, which is the in-game currency. So I had a gimmick the other week where if someone got a pentakill, or the first person to get a pentakill, I will buy them any champ they want with this RP that I got for free. Gonna do it again tonight if the chat works. If it doesn't, then we'll do it on Wednesday. But I'm still gonna stream nonetheless tonight, so play games with me or I'll kill your face.
Ghosty for the win is his channel. Go to Ghosty for the win. And thank you for everybody who bought some on Game Fan Shop, by the way. That was fantastic. Which game is it?
Arma 3.
Arma 3, yeah. Thanks, guys. And be sure to check out, because a lot of people emailed me because they got Saints Row 4 from Steam, and it was £10 cheaper for the special edition on Game Fan Shop.
Yeah,
and it was also Steam. So please check out the Game Fan Shop. If not ours, somebody else's.
It was the same with Arma on the release day. Arma 3 on the release day on Steam, I think it was $39.99, whereas on Gamer Fan Shop it was $29.99. And people are under the misconception that it's not from Steam, so it's a different library that I've got to fucking manage. It isn't.
In most cases, it's Steam. There's some Origin games are on Origin and stuff like that.
It will tell you what your code is for. So if it's got Steam, it's from Steam.
Really, if we're not asked about the money, it's more about saving you guys cash. So if you're not using ours, just use somebody else's, because it really helps out and it keeps them getting
But make sure it's a decent streamer. I'm not even going to name names because you'll go mad. Don't give it to like Athena, some dickweed.
Whoa! Whoa! Shots fired!
I hate him.
Where did that come from?
Well, no, let's just...
Why are you watching his stream if you don't like him?
I don't watch his stream.
Change the channel.
Do you remember that video I showed you when he apparently got banned from League of Legends and he made a 1.5-minute video of him doing like this into the camera?
That's his style, I don't know. Don't watch him.
Dickhead!
Watching his videos.
For the kids, guys. Okay, guys? For the kids, guys.
Bye.
Fuck him. See you in a bit, guys.
See you guys.